Your search is over, now welcome to First Mint. Looking for NFT content? Look no further, cause this is it. From Top Shot to blockchain, they got the data chops, analysis, and pack drops. The show's equator hot. LG and Phil D, the best amongst others. Best brothers to happen to ball since the Ball brothers. So settle in, cause it's time for the best show. Ayo Quad, who we reppin'? First Mint. Let's go.
Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the First Mint. How are we doing tonight?
What the hell is that, man? Hold on a second. First of all, and I'm not. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. But who the hell are you, dude? No, seriously, hold on. Who are you, man? I'm dead serious.
Good to be here. That's the intro I was looking for. What's up? No, for real. So I'm not LG, even though I know the smooth, sultry sounds were very similar. But what's up, guys? I'm Mike from Team Holt. Good to be here, though. This is an honor. This feels like, I don't know. I was nervous. I was a little sweaty today. This is exciting.
Mike from Team Hold is here, and Mike, I told you before the show. I did talk to you before the show. It's not a big surprise, but I said before the show, don't take this, to heart, and don't be offended by this. But first of two things, I didn't even know there was a show today until way earlier today. If you're in the First Mint Discord and you're behind some of the locked doors, nobody wants LG to see anything. So they've kept everything behind closed doors in private messages and all that. So I figured LG's gone. They had mentioned a show to me last week, but I haven't heard from anybody since. So it turns out the entire production crew and the people booking all the talent and taking care of all the contests, all that, the amazing crew at the First Mint, it turns out everything they were doing was in private messages. So I couldn't see anything. I'm used to seeing it all in the Discord, and that's how I know what we're doing on the show, all that. So sometime this afternoon, producer Quad, who's going to join us a bit later, he comes on and he sends me a link to join tonight. And I'm just like, dude, what? Oh shit, we have a show tonight? Man, that's crazy. So, LG's away. So you know what, Mike? The information came to me that you are the co-host tonight. And they're like, do you know Mike? And I said, no, unfortunately, I don't. I've seen the name. I don't know Mike, but I better get myself familiar. So I watched a couple of videos. I knew it would be a good show tonight. We're happy to have you on, man. So welcome to the First Mint, and happy to have you here.
It's an honor to be here, man. I'm ready to rip and run. Let's do this. And hey, I mean, for as much as you don't know me, I really don't know you either. So we're doing this. We're doing this together.
Okay. All right, cool, man. So that's a good start for the both of us. I will say this tonight on the show, apart from having Mike, you're going to be with us the entire night. You're co-hosting. We'll be doing rapid fire. We're going to bring on Arsenic. I think he's been on the most on the First Mint Live. That'll be like his third trip, to the show. And it's always for something different. And Arsenic is like one of the most interesting characters. Even before we came on the air, Arsenic, I don't think had a clue he was coming on the show either. He was giving us all these timelines and stuff. He said, oh, am I on the show? Yes, you are. All right, cool. 5 minutes. And he's going to be introducing a new art project. And then for all the Record Shop people that are here, we're going to have a special surprise for you guys. Mike, I don't know if you're into Record Shop, but Record Shop is taking over the NFT world for the last 30 minutes. We're just the timeline for NFTs these days. And I
only know it because our Discord was hot on it, and and I missed the boat, which has been how I roll in the NFT space. But it's fun watching other people print, so shout out them.
Right. So basically, a lot of the Record Shop people are showing up tonight because later in the show, a lot of the artifacts that are collectibles have some clues on them. People think they've solved a clue, and one of those artifacts has a clue where we'll be able to make some contact with certain people. And I'll explain a bit later. So if you want to hear about that, stick around. It's actually really cool. It's like playing a detective game, and it's all got utility. And we'll actually be getting on the phones and calling somebody special. And I hope you guys stick around for that. So it'll be really exciting. Before we get to anything else, man, just give me your thoughts on the last week and what things have changed. If you're looking at your Top Shot account, and I know we'll discuss this in rapid fire, but if you looked at your Top Shot account a week ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, and you looked at it this morning, things have considerably changed.
I gotta say, I feel like my job's a little bit easier right now for making like daily content around Top Shot. I think for like 3 months, I was more of a therapist. I was just trying to maintain everyone's mental health, be like, hey, we're having fun. That's why we're here. We're having a good time. Now everyone's showing up to streams early. I will say, I feel like gifting has slowed down
Yeah, that's right.
for giveaways. That's slowed down, but man, it's been super fun. It's just been exciting watching people who weren't in super early and had mainly just felt like they've been getting their ass kicked for a long period of time, to finally see people just share screenshots of like, I am now 0.05% in the green, like, and taking that victory lap. So it's pretty fun, man. It's been enjoyable this week. I love it.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually left the platform, or sort of left the platform, sold off like half their collections, and now they're like, oh, hold on, this is what we thought was going to happen. But at the same time, the people who last time this happened said that when it was at its highest of highs, I should have sold a lot of my stuff. This is not financial advice, but I do give financial advice, but this is not it. Consider that as well, because we don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know if it's sustainable into the season. We don't know what the WNBA will do for Top Shot. So I advise to consider that, and consider taking a little bit out maybe, or protecting yourselves against what happened the first time, where all of a sudden the market started going down and you felt you could wait until it goes back up. And by the time it, kept going down and down and down, it was too late. Right. Yeah.
I have such a tough time with that too, personally. Like I'm always like, well, I make a list of stuff like I'm never getting rid of, that I'm just hanging on to. I was very excited to get this. I'm just going to keep it forever. But then I look at some of the stuff I don't feel that way about, and it's still really hard to sell it, because it's like, well, it's going up. Man. Why would I sell? But you're right, man, because it doesn't take much for it to come back to earth a little bit,
Like just sell something, like come away with something. Because so many people are like, man, I was up like 30, 40, 50K. All of a sudden I'm down in the gutter, man, we'll never get back there. Well, we're not going back there, but we're sort of heading in the right direction. Now, what do you think, Mike, is the reason behind that? Is it just the NFT surge in general? It's kind of taking Top Shot on that wave?
Yeah, I think that definitely helped. Like, I think people just have stupid money to throw around right now based on hitting jackpots in the NFT space. I think that helped. I think, I don't want to oversell this experience too much, but I was fortunate enough to be in Vegas for Summer League, and to see that happen in real life was really cool. And I mean, obviously I'm already excited about Top Shot because I'm spending hours and hours and hours of my life doing stuff like this. So clearly I'm in on it, but to see it happen in real time, where you were seeing new users get shit, you were like, even me as a fan being like, oh, I wonder if that Killian Hayes moment is going to be the one that makes it or whatever. And just to see Top Shot like behind the scenes a little bit, and how it would look in game was sick. And I think people that were there were seeing it and then reporting it out to their friends, or you're seeing it in videos or whatever. And I just think, I don't know, I feel like they've been gaining momentum. And the other thing that feels a little bit different is it has gone crazy, right? But it wasn't like before where things were just like a straight line up in the air. It feels like for a week, 2 weeks, we've been like steady growth, and it just feels a little bit more sustainable. But again, that's like aggressive. That's more than glass half full. That's like glass very full.
Well, I think where they did a good job is they didn't really let an off season happen, right?
Right.
Summer League, you never expected them to cover. We joked about the Summer League and how there'd be trips to the Summer League. You know how they were doing the trips to the finals and stuff like that. So we joked about the Summer League. We're like, oh yeah, watch them give trips to the Summer League and do stuff with the Summer League. And they did. And then they kicked in the WNBA. I mean, they're doing stuff to the point where there's Plunge Father. Plunge Father with his moved up show tonight. And in case you're watching right now, we'll be rating Plunge Father at the end of the night. He's a huge part of our streams every week, and he was a big part of the First Mint back when it started with these live shows. So yeah, we'll be streaming. We'll be rating his stream at the end of the night. But awesome. We're getting to the point now, Mike, where by the time the season starts, all these things Top Shot is rolling out, it's going to kind of take us into the season, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We may not have the lull everybody was expecting, right?
Dude, so that's what we were saying too. And Dustin, who's another member over at Team Hold, was saying as we were, I think we were at finals week, and he's like, hey, just a heads up, guys, like, right after the finals is the draft. Right after the draft is the Olympics. Right after the Olympics is Summer League. And that's without Top Shot rolling stuff out. That's just like the basketball schedule. And so there wasn't really downtime. And then Top Shot was like, hey, we'll do a quest here. We'll do a challenge here. Here's some fandom tier moments. We keep getting breadcrumbs for Run It Back and Rake Back and stuff.
Oh, please don't go there.
Yeah, like 2029. We're definitely going to get it at some point.
Well, we had a certain member of the Top Shot team on this show last weekend. He kind of threw some pie in my face because we had a poll asking what was next. And I kind of commented saying, well, there's no way to stress this. There's no reason to have a stress test. It's not Run It Back because I feel that's never going to come. It's not the Rake Back because I don't see them doing that before the start of next season. And I think the last one was whatever it was. I said it's none of the above. And sure enough, the day after he comes on this show, and I'm not even going to say his name, even though I do follow him on Twitter and we get along, he actually drops a stress test, whether he was responsible or not. A stress test comes out of nowhere, man. Did you get a pack in the stress test, Mike?
Yeah, I got a pack and then hit a couple of those bottleneck moments that everyone was overpaying for. So we get some like 4K rookies that won't be in the league in 3 years. But we were
that's right. You know what? I used to say that back when every rookie was worth like a couple grand.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on a second. Go back and look at the last 5 drafts and show me out of all those first rounders how many are actually still in the league.
Yeah,
and it's legit like 5 out of every first round. So
it's like, well, I gotta get a $250 Reggie Perry.
That's exactly it, man. I was like, dude, everyone chill out. But you know, it is exciting times because, like I said, we predicted a big lull in the summer, and I think Top Shot was at risk of going into that lull. So people were asking me right at the end of the season, I want to buy that LaMelo. Should I wait? I'm like, yeah. If I'm giving you advice, just wait. Because when things get real quiet, people are going to dump off. They want money for the summer. Yeah. You know, they want to go out and party and shit like that. And now I'm like, okay, I hope let me block that person because they're going to come back and ask me that LaMelo you wanted. Sorry, it went up like 5-6 grand.
Man,
so,
I wish I could take credit for it, but I was just staring at a couple of things that I really wanted to buy, and I was like, it's getting into this window where I feel comfortable buying it, so I did. And then I mean, like within hours, it just shot up, and I was, you know, people were like, you got to take a victory lap, and I was like, I can't. There was no thought process behind that except I can afford it. Like that was
wow, man.
That was
wow. So you're partially responsible for that.
Yeah, I think we're moving the needle. I think that's what we're doing is moving the needle over Team Hold.
Before we get into rapid fire, I do want to get there. And rapid fire, just to warn you, Mike, it's called rapid fire, but we tend to talk for like half an hour. So it's not like the one you see on TV, like pardon the interruption. They got the timer. I've always told LG, put a damn timer so we shut up. And huge shout out to Plunge, who gifted another 20 plus subs tonight in the Twitch.
Wow.
I'm trying to get into Twitch right now because I do want to interact with our amazing fans, but it's asking me to log in. And if I log in, I'm probably going to go off the screen. So I'm not even going to try. You guys will have to keep me posted over here. Just before we get into rapid fire, Mike, you know, what's next for Top Shot? Seriously. So the Summer League is going to come to an end. The WNBA, I believe the finals and the playoffs are actually coming up soon. Yeah. So they can't keep that going forever. There'll be about a month time. Are we going to see the run it back or the run it back or the rake back or the, you know, any of those things coming out sometime before the season? Or is that something you think Top Shot is going to incorporate with opening weekend or all the events that surround the beginning of the NBA season?
I feel like we're going to, and this is just blindly throwing darts. There's no thought process behind any of this, but I feel like we're going to get an announcement of run it back within like the next 2 weeks. Right?
Wow.
And this, next 2 weeks, you're going to get an announcement. You heard it here.
It's going to have your head, man. Watch out.
Well, no. And
Mike, you see his handle right there, right? If it's not true, you better let him have it, man.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of negativity can come from that if it doesn't happen when I say it's going to happen.
That's right.
No, but I think the way they've been talking about it, it just seems like they're like, hey, you're going to get some information soon. And I imagine it's going to be that. I feel like we see run it back before we see rake back. I like your call with the rake back of just being like, hey, it's opening week. Here's a couple $100, go buy something.
Yeah, but 100%, man. That's the way I see it, right? It would make sense because you want people to be kind of enthused. The ones who kind of bailed, there's a ton of them. Yeah. Right. Like I'm thinking of all the people we had on the show early on in the show that were cracking packs with us.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I haven't seen them in like 4 or 5 months. I don't see them on Twitter. They don't hit us up anymore. They're long gone. So to bring them back, if you say you got $500 in your account or even more than that for the start of the season, they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to withdraw right away. And then, they're really done with Top Shot, or they're going to go on that marketplace and start blowing things up. Maybe they'll even drop the run it back. Who knows, man? At the same time, that'd be pretty wild.
I wonder too if Dapper's like, here's 500 Dapper bucks or whatever.
Yeah, of course, man.
This is going into 100%. The marketplace, my friend.
Okay, there you go. There you have it, folks. I agree with that. It's just like DraftKings when they give you those special promo things. It's like you get like what you win whatever, and it's 1,000 DraftKings dollars, but you have to play those 1,000 DraftKings dollars before you can withdraw. So chances are it's going right back into the platform. And speaking of DraftKings, Mike, did you go for any of those drops in the recent week? Like they had the Naomi Osaka yesterday. Yeah. They had the Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky. Did you go for any of those?
I went for Brady and Gretzky, and then I think I lined up for a couple of the Osaka drops. And then I was too comfortable losing, and I was like, let's go lose somewhere else for a little bit. But we had Jeff Edelstein, who's a reporter for Oh gosh, I think he does like Bet US, and I apologize right away, Jeff, because I just effed up your stuff. But we had him come on. He was the one that, like, along with a Twitter thread, broke the story of how they were like, "Oh yeah, I guess you could just have 92 browsers and 4 different applications open, and you can get all 5 of the drops." And I'm not wired that way.
I know, man. I don't know. I like the Royal Rumbles. I hate queues, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. A lot of people like them because it's kind of more fair. But Royal Rumble styles, for me, like the old Top Shot days where the site would crash, but if you refreshed 100 times, you'd eventually get the buy now button. Then you'd hit it. It would take you to the next step, but it would crash again. And you just refresh over and over again until you finally pay with Dapper balance. And then you hit it. You get another error. You refresh another 100 times. And finally, the transaction goes through and you got a pack. I used to love that, man.
I still remember I live in New York and I was taking the bus cross town and it kept trying to get onto the like MTA, the bus Wi-Fi, which is garbage. So like I'd be refreshing and then all of a sudden I see like the Wi-Fi and I'm like, God damn it, get me off the Wi-Fi. Like that's not gonna give me a pack.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a pack. We had actually on one of the recent shows we did, we had one of our listeners open a pack. What pack did they have recently? Forgot what it was. Maybe it was the finals packs. I don't know. Anyways, he got one of the special packs. Maybe was it hollow? I don't know. Either way, he got a pack, and the way he got a pack is the minute the queue line opened, he sprinted out of his house. All right, left the wife and newborn baby, told her he was long gone, and he sprinted. I don't know how many blocks to his local 7-Eleven to use their Wi-Fi for the drop, and he got a hollow pack or whatever it was. I don't know, some kind of pack. So. Tons of stories out there, man. A lot of people are going to try that for the future. But yeah. I think they can lead us right into the start of the season. And I'm still on the theory that when the season starts, if you own a certain set of a certain team, I think Top Shot will be set up in every arena countrywide in some capacity. Maybe not on the same night. Maybe it'll be like a tour of all 30 cities or whatever amount of cities. I don't even know. Is it 30 or 32? I can't even remember. 30, right?
Yeah, it's 30.
It's 30, man. 30. So yeah, all 30 cities, they'll be in there. And you'll have some sort of access if you have a set. So I've been working on the Raptor set. I'm still missing the Ibaka is the only one I'm missing. I'm almost there, but that's what I've been doing. So we'll see what happens. It is exciting, man, because I really thought we were done with Top Shot for a couple months.
Yeah, it was a little scary there. Even for someone with like blind optimism like me, there were some times where I was like, maybe we should cancel today's show. But no,
that's right.
It does feel nice to come on the other side of it. And I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm sure it's going to come back down at some point and then it'll shoot back up, right? That's just how it's going to go. But
I agree.
Right now, I'm enjoying it right now while it's fun.
Awesome, man. I think everybody else is. You see a lot of smiles, a lot of activity in the Discords. Yeah. The Top Shot Discord has so many new people. Like, I don't know if these are bots or what. I don't know anybody in there. I'm like, what is going on? If you were there the other day when they announced the WNBA stuff, the chat was like, you haven't seen that in like 5 months where the chat is just on fire and you can't control it. But I'm like, who are these people and what are they saying? It wasn't even a conversation. It was just like emojis and all sorts of nonsense. It was wild in there. But yeah, I don't know.
The response to the WNBA was hilarious because within the first 10 minutes, everybody had some dumbass comment. And then like by minute 25, they're like, it's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, I've said this before, but my favorite thing about anyone that had any sort of negativity around the WNBA, you dummies are spending $200 on an RJ Hampton scrimmage moment. All right. So
right.
like, I don't want to hear your WNBA takes.
Hold on, Mike. We cannot mention that because that is a big part of our next segment. So let me just throw it to that segment because then we're going to get there and have nothing to discuss. So without further ado, let's get into rapid fire.
Let's do it.
Okay.
That intro.
Now, well, I always complain it's not long enough. Like that's the only time during the show is when we either clap for people or do the rapid fire that we can either fix our hair. You know, if you got something to do, you got to do it then. But the rapid fire literally gives you like 2.5 seconds and it's not quick enough to like jump off screen. So back to the conversation you were having, the WNBA hype. Tell me your thoughts on the WNBA. And is this something, a case where, because I'll be honest, the WNBA doesn't have the greatest viewership. Doesn't have full arenas. They do have loyal fan bases. Don't get me wrong. But there's nobody around the country saying, hey, I got to watch the WNBA game tonight. And that's a fact, okay? Unless you're a hardcore fan or you support your local team. Like if Toronto had a team, I'd be all over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not killing myself to go watch WNBA games. So is this Top Shot kind of hyping things up because they're excited about something new? I'm talking about the collectors.
Yeah.
Or are people genuinely interested in owning WNBA moments?
I think it can be both. And my biggest thing is that what we've been saying, at least with Top Shot for a long time right now, is like, wait till they actually get NBA fans, right? Because the majority of the people that were in here early weren't necessarily NBA fans. So with that same line of thinking, like, you weren't NBA fans to begin with. So it's just more moments on the site. Why are we mad? Like, there's no downside. Even if it brings in 10,000 new users, that's 10,000 new users. Like, there's no downside. And if you don't want the moment, just don't buy the moment. But I do think, like, the W's been like doing a much better job of like marketing lately. I feel like you're going to see NBA players tweeting out about W moments. Like,
for sure.
Right. There's going to be hype around it. There's going to build. And I really do think, as long as we're not unloading like 500,000 moments right away, like if this is a slow build, similarly to what we did with Series 1 and NBA Top Shot, I just don't see the downside. I don't see the downside, and I will fight people for complaints, I guess is what.
Well, here's the deal. This is what I ask people, okay? And I was on the phone with LG for a really long time earlier today. Yes, he's on vacation, but we still communicate. The deal with that is there's been a lot of, if you read the comments under the WNBA like social media posts, a lot of it's negative. There's some really nasty stuff in there. And it's just like, why? You can think that. You don't have to be a fan of the league. I'm not a fan of the league. I follow the Canadian players just because I do that with all sports.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I as much as I love sports, I don't have a genuine interest in sitting there and watching that many games. Just because if you don't follow, what's the point, right? There's already enough basketball and all that. So,
right.
But why go on social media posts and say some of the things people say? Well, yeah, that's the usual trigger fingers on Twitter.
Yeah.
People are hiding behind all sorts of avatars and fake accounts and nonsense like that. So they can say whatever they want. But I just don't have it in me to say anything negative because I don't really think anything negative. I'm not a big fan. Right.
Yeah,
so
and that's,
I don't know, man.
And that's totally fine. Like, I'm not a big fan of Robin Lopez, but people buy Robin Lopez moments, and I don't like if I see I don't want to get into I see the Believer bot coming up, but if I see someone spent $600 on a Robin Lopez, I'm not quote tweeting that being like, wow, congrats on your Sideshow Bob moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. That's not what's happening.
Is Robin the one that gets into it with all the mascots?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he deserves everything he has coming his way, man. He loves that stuff. So a bit of I understand that one, but yeah, I think it's great for the women. It is going to draw in new fans for sure.
Yeah.
But that leads me to the next part of that. Before we get to the record sale, here's the real deal. All right, we got to keep it straight up here. LG's not here. We can say whatever the hell we want, even though he encourages me to say whatever I want all the time. But let's go there, okay? I saw that the Aja. Is this how you say Aja?
I think it's
Asia. Okay. I knew it was one of the two because the apostrophe, but Asia Wilson moment. Okay. Can you just tell us, Mike, what were the requirements to get that moment in a pack today?
I think all you had to do was be a new user that signed up from the announcement.
Okay. When the hell does just being a new user with all the KYC and all that stuff, all the verifications and that whole era of fake accounts and all that, when on the planet did it become possible to just create a new account and receive a moment that would then hit the market for low ask of $200, man? Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the mint size on it? I think it was like 11.5K, 12.5?
Yeah, something like that, somewhere in that range.
Straight up, Mike, how many of those 11.5K are actually new collectors who signed up? Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real.
So I'll be honest, someone else brought that to my attention that they don't KYC you right away. I thought they did, but it's been so long that I forgot. That sucks. If that's what's happening, that sucks. I'm hopeful. I'm trying to be glass half full. It feels like we've learned from our mistakes, so I would like to think there's at least a little bit of a hurdle. I saw someone in our Discord was like, "This is actually a plant. This is how they're finding out who's multi-accounting."
Whoa, hold on. I said the exact same thing.
Oh, shit.
I go, if they're serious about compliance, this is the perfect trap they're setting. Yeah. Because you and I both know that people signed up everything from their pet dogs to their great uncles, their great aunts, their great aunts, their rolls of toilet paper, the squirrels in the backyard, you name it. Everybody, I know people, no doubt, signed up. There it is. There's the Asia Wilson moment. It's down to low ask 180. So I don't know if they've rolled out all the moments, but I saw Moment Ranks post something today, and I replied to it where only like 500 packs had been opened. And I joked that that's because people can't find what email they used for all the other accounts, right?
Oh my God.
So those things are stuck in there, right? But yeah,
wow.
to me, it seems, Mike, that they've kind of let go of the compliance side of things a little bit. I know a lot of people who still have multiple accounts, and not that they use them in the wrong way. They just still have them. Remember those threats? They must be shut down. You must consolidate. We're going to ask Arsenic. We're actually going to put him on the spot tonight because he's got two pretty big accounts. He's got the Cody Zeller one and then the gazillion dollar account. Okay. And he was told he had to get rid of the second one and he had to put them all in the same account. We're going to actually put him on the spot and see if he's done that because I'm not sure. But what are your thoughts on the pricing on this Moment? Did you see this coming?
No, I thought it was going to be, I mean, I guess I thought more would be released at once, right? Because like people can still get them by signing up like today and tomorrow morning.
That's right, man.
Which I think is cool for new users if they're new users. But with only a handful of them being available, that's one thing. But then again, and not to dunk on Summer League again, because I benefited from it greatly by being there. But people just want new shit when new shit's out, in the same way that people were spending $200 on RJ Hampton, who for a career average is 2.4 points a game. So like, just like, remember what we're doing here. So I guess it does kind of make sense that it's like, and I mean, there is some cool significance to it. It is the first Moment from the WNBA to come out. I don't know. It gets you access to the packs tomorrow. So I mean,
that'll be worth something down the line. To be honest with you, it is the very first. So that's really cool. Like, I do like that they're rolling it out a little slowly. I think it's 6 players total, part of the first set, right?
Yeah, I think
I like that. You cannot flood us with every single WNBA player because they recently did that with the German Bundesliga drop on Tops.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, most of us only knew like 3-4 players going in or whatnot. And then we received there's like 500 players in the pool of cards they gave. So you could buy a pack of 30, 40, 50 cards and you'll know like one guy. It can't be like that, right?
I can't believe this is happening because Greg, who is also a host of Team Hold, is like knee deep in Bundesliga right now. But he very excitedly texted us the other day that they're burning all those packs.
I know, man. They're giving them out.
Yeah.
They're giving them out to everyone who bought a pack. You're getting an extra pack. But the problem, I just want to say this. We're not, again, this is rapid fire. We're still on the first subject, but here's the issue with Tops. At first, I blamed Wax for their Tops MLB drop. Okay, I'm like, Wax is complete garbage. I'm never doing Wax again. Then I went back to the well again with Tops and the Bundesliga. And let me tell you, man, Tops is a complete disaster. I'm really sorry. I led people into that somewhat by just posting about it. But it's like Tops does their drops. They make their money. And then that's it. There's no roadmap. There's not even a roadmap. There's no plan. They've got a plan for the drop, and then it's like, see you next year, right?
Yeah, no communication whatsoever.
Nothing, man. Oh, look, so-and-so's playing today. Get his moment on the marketplace. Yeah. And then the ads they put out made it look like they were all video moments, right? Yeah. Just like Top Shot. It turns out it's like the rarest of sets, and there's only like 5 or whatever it is, right? Bad. And the rest are cards, man. So we were kind of duped there. I hope people didn't really invest too much into that. But, like there should be weekly challenges. It's just like Tops baseball. They did the burning the cards thing at the very beginning, right?
Yeah, and everybody
it lasted 5 weeks. And here we are like 3 months later because they didn't realize the baseball season lasts like 5 or 6 months. And it's still going to the end of September into October. And
it's bad.
It's just sitting there, man. Nobody's doing anything. Like, I don't understand it. And I think it's Tops. Now I think it's Tops because I don't know, man.
Well,
there's just nothing.
What was the company? Fanatics, right? Like came in, swooped with like a big deal with the MLB. So if you're not gonna do the thing right, someone else is gonna come in and do it.
100%, man. They dropped the ball. I just wish Dapper would take over all these projects. I really do. Like they teased La Liga now. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
They tease La Liga, but let's be honest. We want the EPL to follow. We want Bundesliga eventually to be there. We want moments. We want to be buying all the soccer superstars, including the American ones that do play abroad and that play in the MLS. So Dapper, get it all under one umbrella. Let's go, man.
I'm going to give you one more. I have recently started watching Drive to Survive, Survive to Drive, whatever the hell the F1 thing is. I am locked in. Dude. Give me some F1 moments.
So good, man. Yeah, because the F1 NFTs that they have now and the MotoGP ones, those are made kind of for a game. They're not really, they're just cards, right? That you use all sorts of parts and tracks and all that. Bring the moments in, man. We want to see the big stuff. But on that note, don't get too excited because the UFC was teased a long time ago.
Oh, Jesus.
And we don't even know where the hell the UFC is right now, man.
Is that Twitter account still active? Remember, like we saw the first tweet and everyone like, it's coming.
Yeah. People were like analyzing which fights they wanted.
Yeah.
Everybody was so into it. And then Genies comes out and they're like, yeah, we're officially the next big project for Dapper. And Genies is not coming out for a while. So it's like, all right, I guess UFC, maybe something happened with licensing. And it's funny, I went on a show with a former UFC fighter. It was a French show. And, you know, he was really interested to see how they would kind of compensate the athletes with the UFC, right? Because obviously you've got the big money guys, and then you got the guys who need every paycheck to survive in their personal lives. It's not like NBA players making millions where you can say, hey, everyone's getting the same share of whatever Top Shot's making, to the point where they don't even know about it for the most part. Right? Like a bunch of the NBA guys we talked to were like, oh shit, we get paid for that? All right, we didn't even know. It's somewhere in our royalties, right? So I think it'd be a lot different with UFC, and there might be some pushback from the fighters union, if there is one, or whatever it is, about how they roll that out. So I don't know if we'll ever see it, man, but I'm glad you agree. Dapper needs to be in charge of all these things.
Everything.
I think so, right?
I
know, man. Let's hope. All right, we got to move on.
Which is so funny. No, I was just going to say, it's so funny because we're like, hey, we need to make sure they're KYC-ing every single user, but give Dapper everything.
Yeah, but hey, because it is, they're the pioneers.
Yeah.
It is still better than most platforms.
I trust them.
You know what I'm saying? So Dapper is still they led most of us in NFTs. Let's be honest. Not everybody, but they were the big floodgates. So we complain about them. We've complained about them over the years, but we keep going back. They've got their shit together. And sports-wise, I would love to see it all under the same umbrella.
It would be great.
So hopefully they expand their team and they're working on that stuff. So exciting stuff for the future. NFL, obviously, you know, things like that gets people really crazy. You know, we could talk about that for hours. But let's get to the next subject. There was a record sale on NBA Top Shot this week, and producer Quad, if you can pull that up, it was a LeBron James. And do you have the actual sale? Can we pull up the transaction? Let's see it in there.
It's $1 billion.
I need my glasses, man. I can't even
so much money.
Yeah. Oh, look at the zoom. Producer Quad's on fire tonight. Okay. Is that 230? Yeah, it's around 230, right? I remember. $230,000. And I think somebody posted who bought it, and somebody congratulated the person who sold it.
Yeah.
Mike, what would you be doing if that sold for you right now, man?
I would be terrified of the tax situation.
Why do you have to go there? I saw somebody post recently, you have a couple options. You either report things or you just turn a blind eye and hope they don't find you in like 5 years.
Yeah, you hope you're in KYC. I mean, that's incredible. And I'm sure that person listed that as like not a joke, but it was like, okay, fine. Yeah. Oh, it's number 23. It's the 23. I'm going to listen for 230, 23, whatever. Right. And for that, to get that notification, actually, you don't get a notification, right? He probably just saw like a red dot the next time he logged into Top Shot.
Oh, can you imagine that's your only thing for sale? And you're like, because we've all done that. You go back on the site and you hope to see the little red button.
Right.
And the little red button's lit up for $230K.
Oh my God. Is incredible. So yeah, that person must be freaking out. Like
we should have found that guy. We should have brought him on tonight. That would have been cool.
Yeah. You guys picked the wrong guest co-host.
No, you can co-host. We could have just brought him on as a third person. We're going to have to settle for Quad here in a second, but he's going to kill me when he comes on. But that's incredible. So, I mean, kudos to, I don't have the username of the person who sold it, but I know LG tagged them into a tweet this week.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. I wonder what the fee came out to. I can't do math in my head like that. But Dapper's probably also smiling with this.
Yeah. That person's pumped for rate.
Yeah.
Although I guess you don't get it on a sale, you get it on a purchase, right?
That is pretty exciting stuff. Now, what's next in your opinion? This is not even my favorite LeBron moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's just not, right? Like he's got better moments than this. They went for the and it was the 23, right? Went for the jersey.
Yeah, it was 23.
Yeah, okay, so
jersey number.
Does that solidify that for someone like LeBron, a jersey number is worth more than a number one cereal?
Probably until someone spends like $250,000 on a number one, right? Like,
that's right.
That's until.
Man.
For right now, it does feel like that. What are your thoughts on? I'm sure you've talked about it a bunch, but I know there's a lot of people jacked up about cereals, and you are seeing it, but like outside of like 1 through 10 and the jersey match, and then maybe the last one, I can't quantify anything.
No, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've had a ton of comments that are in the top 100 or in, just a little bit above 100.
Yeah.
And I get rid of them right away. They don't mean anything to me, right?
Yeah.
So, but to some people they do because they sell for a lot, right? Like you could put it up for a couple hundred. I would never pay a couple hundred for, I don't know. What's an example? Like a Pascal Siakam number 101, common. Like what? No.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, I don't care. I also don't want the higher serial numbers, but I don't really hold on to it. And even, I'm not going to lie, even like, anywhere between 50 and 100, I don't really care. Yeah. Give me the number 1 or the jersey number. Yeah, that'll be special. I've actually never had one. I don't think most people have either. It's like hitting the lottery. But other than that, I have no interest. It's a little different with the legendaries. I have a Jamal Murray legendary, and I wanted it to be a decent serial number. So I tried to go as low as possible. I could only really get number 21, I think it was. Still pretty good. Moments like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think Top Shot really set the tone with this serial number thing because we see it in Record Shop too now, where it's like people are going bonkers at getting low serials. And I'm like, well, there it is. This is going to be the trend forever. Never will low serials not be cool. The last mint apparently is not as cool as the first mint. You know what I mean? It's like people try and make it cool, but it's not that cool, right? So it's cool.
It's cool if you're NBL and you're doing it in cosmics. I think anything cosmic is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's like, it's not even up for debate really. I think the tone has been set, and we're going to be on that track forever. So yeah. It is what it is, right? But huge congrats for that, LeBron. So congrats to everybody involved. I know Dapper obviously took home a lot on that one too. So we'll see what happens next.
I saw like the boardroom tweeted about it too. So it was like getting
that's crazy, man.
Publicity. It's awesome.
That is good, actually. Yeah. And again, I'd love to talk to the person who sold it and the person who bought it. I'd love to make sure the person who bought it is legit because I don't really know who that. I've never heard of that person, but kudos to everyone involved. All right, moving on to the final subject. And then I don't know if Arsenic will be ready to come on, but we're going to bring Quad on. Quad is like an NFT. Like Quad should teach NFTs at university, man. Like honestly, he should. So he'll be interesting to bring on. We don't have him on the show enough, so I can't wait for that to happen. The Believer bot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Mike. Honestly, just like I didn't know you before the show, I'm not completely familiar with the Believer bot. So you'll have to refresh my memory. Tell me what you know about the Believer bot. I'm not going to blow smoke here and pretend I know what I'm saying.
Ready? Here's a hot take. The Believer bot single-handedly saved the market. That's what happened. Because everybody used to love I forget the name of the other bot, like Big Boy Bot. I don't know what it's called. Where it's like if you spend over $2,500, you get a notification. This one is like, hey, if you spend $500, we'll tweet that shit out. And I really do think there's like a FOMO thing that's happening. You're seeing like runs, like you'll see a run on a moment where it happened the other day with the Giannis MGLE or just MGLEs in general. And this handle is just pumping out tweets of all these MGLE purchases that are happening like every 30 seconds. And then I think you're looking at it and you're like, oh shit, I need to get an MGLE. Like,
wow. So do they tag the users in the post?
If you're famous,
that bought it.
If you're famous,
I haven't. Otherwise, it just says the name of the user though. Does it say it?
Yeah, it says it right. Like so you can see.
Yeah. Okay. I'm blind without my glasses for reading, but yeah. Is this the bot everybody's been retweeting?
Yeah.
Because I've seen it lately. Okay, I've seen it everywhere. To the point where someone was even like, they made a huge purchase and the bot didn't pick it up. So they were like, they posted on Twitter, like, I think the bot didn't pick it up. Then they posted a screenshot of what they bought. And then the bot posted it like a little bit later. And the guy was like so relieved. I was like, dude, are you buying this just because you want the bot to show the world that you bought it? Like, seriously, man.
I think so. I think people do that. I know, like, there was a moment I was looking at, what was it? Anthony Edwards. I wanted to get his Top Shot debut, and it was like $4.98. And I was like, if I just get one up, it's 500 and I get to retweet that. I think there's something there. I think people
did it work?
Excited. I mean, I bought it and then and then I
tweeted it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that many likes on these things, so I don't know what everyone's getting so excited about. I mean, I wish it would show views of how many people have actually said. I guess you could check the stats if they're available, but
let me see if I can find one of mine.
When I first started in NFTs and I was asking about CryptoPunks and what's going on, why are these damn things that look so ugly? All right, yeah, shoot me now. I don't care. They look ugly. Why are these things going for like gazillions of dollars? Mm-hmm. And LG is like straight up, it's a big D swinging competition. All right,
it is.
And it looks like we're back there again now, where people are trying to flex like crazy. And I see people had a ton of Dapper because some people that I didn't think were going to make big purchases are just dropping bombs on the market. And you're right. I'm seeing it because they're retweeting the bots, man. Everyone's trying to show off what they got. So and there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. It's cool, man. You want to feel some pride from what you got. Go ahead. I just find the bot funny because now people are really competing, and if it doesn't catch it for some reason, people are getting really upset, man.
It's funny too. Like instead of looking at my account valuation, sometimes I'll just like scroll that account real quick to see if any of my moments are popping up, and then it's because now it tells you what the floor is too, which I think is incredible. It's just like, okay, it's sold for this.
Crazy,
here's
man.
The floor, and I'm like, this is sick.
So I have seen it. I just didn't know that's what it was called. Really cool stuff, and I love what people are coming up with, man. Like I don't even know who's behind this, but really cool stuff, and glad we discussed it. I don't know. I guess I'll have to make a big purchase and find out for myself if they pick it up or not. But yeah,
telling you, it FOMOs you right into a purchase.
Very cool. All right, so that's it for rapid fire. What I think we'll do now is we have a few things to do. I am the master of telling people what to do in our chat. And I was totally thrown off by the fact that you were on the show tonight, Mike. I thought we were getting LG. So I kind of got lost. So if you're in here right now and you don't follow the First Mint Twitch page, I need you to smash that follow button, like right now. All right. Hit that little heart, hit that little star, whatever it is that says follow, hit it. Turn on the notifications with that little bell. All right. If you want to sub to the channel, I know Plunge Father's giving them out, but if you want to sub, go ahead and do that. The little icons there, the little emojis where you can put the real Phil D's face in the chat or LG's face in the chat with that nice hair or even a picture of Quad and some of his NFTs. That's all coming. All right. That's coming very soon. So subscribe to the channel, follow, turn notifications on, and let's get the party started, man. We're going to have a huge party in here every week. All right. I have a little bit of trivia for you, Mike. We usually do that only with the guests that come on the show, but I've got some trivia for you, and then we'll bring on Quad. Quad, you can fly in here anytime you want, man. It can be when Arsenic comes on. It can be now. Whatever the hell you want, man. Do it as at your leisure. All right, let's get started. So this trivia, there's always a theme. When we had the Nifty's Space Jam guys on, we had trivia. There he is. Whoa!
Setup. That is a great setup.
What is up, everybody?
Whoa! Hold on. Give us your best LG voice, man. You sound like you'd have a better one than Mike.
What's up, everybody? It's Quad here.
Pretty good.
No. Yeah, pretty good, but no, not even close.
It only works when I'm hungover. Like I have to wake up hungover, and it gets a little deeper.
We'll ask Arsenic to give us his best LG. That could be a real train wreck. But all right. So I was informed. I'm always given a subject, come up with some trivia. I was informed that Mike is a massive PJ Washington fan. All right. So we've got some PJ Washington trivia dialed up for tonight.
Let's do it.
And if you're not on point here, man, that's some serious bullshit that was going around these chats.
Can I just provide like a tad bit of context? Just like a little bit.
Yes. Then I'll tell you where I think you were going to go here. If you don't go that direction, I'll tell you where I thought you were going.
So like we were talking about earlier, when everybody lost their damn mind about the Series 2 4K rookies, and we were paying like $500 for people who were going to play 8 minutes in their career. And I was like, if you care so much about getting a rookie, why wouldn't you go to Series 1 where PJ Washington was like, whatever, $150? And I was like, we know this guy's going to play. Like, we know he's going to be in the league. And so everyone used to make fun of me like, dude, PJ sucks. And I'm like, yeah, but at least we know he's going to start. So that's the PJ take. Where were you going with it?
I thought, actually, no, it makes no sense. My theory made no sense because if we were going in that direction, you would be probably dislike PJ Washington. So we're not going to go there. We'll talk about that later. All right, Mike, are you ready for this trivia? And Quad, you know what? Let's do a giveaway first, man. Let's get our chat's been so good. I can't see it tonight. I love seeing it because there's all the sorts of rumbles in there. People are hashtagging all sorts of stuff. Let's give away. What's our first giveaway of the night, Quad? And then let's get it going.
That's a fantastic question. I'll have to check for you.
There's a list somewhere. See what happens with production when LG's gone? Things are all over the place, man. I don't even know where the list is. I saw it at some point today.
No, we tweeted the list out. Don't worry. We're a first class organization here.
It's in a tweet, man. Just pull up the tweets.
That's exactly what I'm doing. But what do we want people to type?
All right, what are we typing, Mike? Give the First Mint faithful a hashtag. It can be anything. When we had George Wrightster on here, it got out of control with absolute disgrace as the hashtag, and he understood it as if he has to tweet that hashtag. And we were talking about him. So he has a gazillion followers. He was about to tweet absolute disgrace, and we held him back. What do you want the fans to hashtag so they have a chance at winning the special prize?
I mean, I feel like it has to be hashtag PJ Washington.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like it has to be. That's going to be the brand, right?
Hopefully the TFM crew can spell that. We always have spelling issues as well. LG's not any better. He can't pronounce half the names in the NBA. A lot of people can't spell them. So hashtag PJ Washington. That's the first giveaway of the day. When we have a winner, Quad will let us know. It'll pop up on the screen. So flood that as we do the trivia. And when we get to the end, we'll announce the winner there, or however long it takes.
We don't have a PJ Washington, but let's give away an Anthony Davis 40K LE.
Ooh,
let's do it.
That's pretty sweet.
Arguably a better player.
Whoa.
Ooh, arguably. Yeah, of course. Okay. All right. So, Mike, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. PJ Washington, both his parents played D1 basketball. What school did they play at?
Oh,
it's the exact same school for both of them.
Is he a legacy kid? I feel like he's not. They didn't go to Kentucky, did they? Let's say
Chat, help him. Yeah, go ahead. Chat can help you out, but I'd rather you answer. But chat, I want to see who has it first. Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so this is what I'm going to say. I was going to say a North Carolina school, and I think I was going to say North Carolina State is what I was going to go. But I am looking at the chat, and I at least feel good because somebody said Davidson, and that is in North Carolina. So it feels like I get a half point if it's Davidson.
Okay, and what? It's not. It's not Davidson.
It's not Davidson. Oh, you assholes!
I didn't know that you were actually following what people said. No, both of his parents attended Middle Tennessee State University. Now, as a bonus, do you know what their mascot name is, or what their actual
I do.
It's one of my sort of favorites. I always like it. I watch football.
I knew somebody that went to school there, and it was ridiculous.
Quad, put away your notes, man. No cheating.
Yeah, I don't even have a good guess. Middle Tennessee State Dingbats.
Blue Raiders. It's
Blue
the Blue Raiders. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. So both parents went there. Obviously the chances of their son playing basketball pretty good.
Yeah,
so,
I wasn't gonna chime in because I went there for a year. So
oh really?
I figured it would have been just too easy.
What did you study, Quad? Let's hear this. Probably something crazy like funerals or something, man.
No, just Jesus. Look, hold on. First, I get insulted by Stone Cold, thinking that I'm some Dungeons and Dragons.
No. It was magic.
Magic.
The
follower. Okay, there you go. Magic the Gathering. Cool. Whatever this is, right? And now you think I'm going to study?
What is it called? I don't
know. Mortician? Is it a mortician?
Mortician.
I was going to say botany.
Botany. Isn't that like a fetish thing? What is that?
No, I think that's plants, right? Isn't botany?
Okay.
Plants?
Oh, maybe it is.
This is not the show about bonsais.
Okay. I mean, maybe it's a fetish.
Wow. So we just found out that Quad attended Middle Tennessee State for 1 year. Obviously, if it was 1 year, we're not going to ask what happened. So congrats on that. And that's a good thing you didn't answer. All right. Next question. What is PJ's real name? What does PJ stand for?
Oh shit!
Come on, man. I was told you're a super fan, dude. What kind of information is that?
It's more of I'm an anti most of the other rookies fan. Let's just say it is. Let's say it is Paul Jason. Paul Jr. Paul Jr. is probably the best.
Very close. It is Paul Jermaine.
God.
Yeah, that's I've never heard that name, so that's pretty cool. Paul Jermaine. All right.
You guys Flight of the Conchords fans? You guys ever see Flight of the Conchords? No, that's a whiff. Huge whiff. Okay.
Play the cricket sounds.
Yeah, huge whiff. Huge whiff.
Flight of the Bumblebee. I know of that.
What?
From, Flight of the Bumblebee. It's that song that they play in Drumline.
Yeah. Mike has no idea what you're talking. Neither do I. So
no, I know Drumline.
Okay. All right. True or false? PJ Washington has won a gold medal wearing a Team USA jersey in his life.
True. Not basketball, though. It's going to be track and field.
Track and field. Dude, isn't he like a monster? He can't be that tall. Actually, Usain Bolt was pretty tall. It is true. He won a gold medal with the FIBA U18s, I believe. Yeah, it was U18 Team USA. And he played for that. All right.
At first, I thought you said U8, and I was like, there's an 8-year-old Olympic team.
I'm sure there is, man, for USA basketball. Just like soccer, man. Like Messi was in the Barcelona Academy at like 5 or 6 or something like that, whatever it was. So, okay. We've got one more. This is the big bonus one. And chat, you're going to have to help him out. but I want Mike to really dig deep on this one. I'm only going to give you like 10 seconds to figure it out, and I don't think the chat can beat us on this one. Okay. So recently, PJ Washington was ordered
Brittany Renner
to pay $200,000. Hey, if that's your final answer, are you sure? Because you're getting tossed out of here, man. Okay. Was ordered to pay, I think it's $200,000. I don't have the exact number. It's close to $200,000. So let's say it's $200,000 US dollars per month. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Per month, right?
Yeah.
Was ordered to pay his baby mama, Brittany Renner, $200,000 a month. Okay.
Yep.
He's on a 4-year deal right now that pays him $3.1 million per year. Okay. If he's paying $200,000 a month for the next 18 years, which is what it's looking like, how much is PJ Washington paying Brittany Renner to raise a baby boy?
Wait, hold on. Rephrase that one more. Can you phrase that one more time?
$200,000 per month is what he's paying her to raise that kid. If he's paying her $200,000 a month for the next 18 years, how much money is PJ Washington paying out to Brittany Renner?
Is it 3.6 million?
Dude, $200,000 a month, man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
$200,000 a month.
Hold on. So no. I'm sorry.
2.4 a year times
2.4 times 18. Well, yeah. So okay. 2.4, 30. Yeah. Isn't that like?
Dude, it is $43.2 million total. If he pays her that.
I said
3.2 or something.
I was thinking 36. 36. You're right.
But PJ Washington is on a 4-year deal that pays him $12 million.
Yeah, it's not
and
great.
from now until the next 18 years, I don't know what he's going to make. If he's ever going to make more than that, maybe not. He has to pay her $43.2 million. And he's playing it off like it's nothing, man. Like, dude, what do you do if you're in that situation? You're literally going to be in debt, man. You're going to have a side job. Can you imagine PJ Washington working at like the local car dealership or working like as a real estate agent? Like, that's crazy, man.
What's like a professional league in a non-extradition like country? Like, where can he go play professional basketball and make money and skip out?
No. Even that. Oh, you mean like bail out completely and never come back?
Yeah, just like I play in the Ukraine now.
I don't know. You'd have to look up the list of fugitives that are hiding in a certain country that doesn't extradite to the U.S.
My problem, I just don't know if I want that in my Google search history. Just in case.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is pretty crazy though. So $43.2 million. If he has to pay that out until the kid turns 18. So
and if you're following him on Twitter too, like he's going through it. It's like a tough scene. It's a tough scene on the Twit space for PJ. So that is not a great situation. I
agree. All right. So thanks for playing the trivia. Quad, do we have a winner for the giveaway of the hashtag PJ Washington?
Yeah, we do. It was who I was writing down, man. Told me that I was taking notes over here or cheating.
And who was it?
It was Jay Cawley. Jay Cawley underscore.
Cawley. Well done, Jay
Cawley underscore.
I would love to know how many times he spammed the chat with PJ Washington. But congrats, Jay Cawley. How can they claim their prize, Quad? Because we get that question quite a bit after the show. Will you be in their DMs or do they have to message the First Mint account?
All they need to do is to message the First Mint account with their Top Shot username, and we'll take care of it. When LG gets back, because the moments are locked in his vault. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten his seed phrase yet. Hey, do you have a seed phrase?
Seed phrase?
Yeah.
Hey, no, Mike, you answer that. No,
LG's seed phrase.
Yeah, do we know his seed phrase yet? Yeah, so we can't transfer those. But when LG comes back from, I don't think he's in the woods this time. I think he's just visiting family. But
I'm still surprised you haven't seen him in the chat.
I am surprised too.
No.
But he's lurking.
Important business tonight. So
nice.
Yeah, no, he's not involved in anything else. He won't be watching this probably until tomorrow. He did tell me though that he had some family in the car and they wanted to hear his podcast, so he put it on. They got bored immediately. They didn't want to hear the podcast. So he put on the live show, one of these live shows, and they actually only wanted to hear the intro song at least 50 times over and over again. They had zero interest in the rest of the show. They just wanted the It's Just Los intro song. I think it's a really good intro song. And I know, OB, you're in here, man. If ever we move in to more of the hip-hop music, It's Just Los is like the perfect person to be on the platform because he's a former rapper that never really kind of evolved and to a huge career, and he makes some really good music. The opening song is amazing.
It's really nice.
So LG is going to be listening. I don't know if he's going to have family in the car this time, but congrats on that win. All right, here's the deal, man. I always check our little notes here, our production notes. Quad, tell me right now, is Arsenic ready to go, man? What's he doing back there? It says that he's ready to go. Then he says he's got to move somewhere else because he's outside hiding or whatever the hell he's doing. Is Arsenic ready to go here? And before okay. Yeah,
I think he's ready to go. He was hiding some photos that were in the background that were maybe incriminating his love for certain NBA players a little too much.
Okay, I don't even want to know what he was up to. But we're gonna bring on Arsenic, and then we're gonna get to a small record shop segment. It's not a full show about record shop. We're just gonna get to a special phone call that I hope pans out, and it has a lot to do with what Record Shop is doing right now, a lot of the theories that are out there, and I know it's going to be real popular. So stay tuned for that treat, and after we do that, we will raid Plunge Father's stream. But without further ado, I think he's at the top of the list for repeat guests on the First Mint Live, apart from you, Quad, who's shown your face so many times, myself, LG. I think Arsenic is at the very top of the list. So let's welcome back. Are we getting graphics here, Quad? Before I get
we're going to give him some claps. Okay. We're going to give him some claps.
Welcome back to the First Mint, the man that I call Curtis Joseph. Look up Curtis Joseph real quick. Open your Google page. Look up Curtis Joseph before we bring him on, and you'll see this guy's like his twin, man. Right? Curtis Joseph, NHL. Welcome to the First Mint, Arsenic. Whoa!
Wow.
Wow, Arsenic, man, welcome back.
Thank you. How are you guys tonight?
Hey, we're amazing, but forget all that for a second. Tell us what was going on in the last 3 minutes. We can tell you're out of breath. We can tell you're kind of sweating. You've been scrambling, trying to get yourself in a position to be on the show for the third time, which is a record on the First Mint Live. Arsenic, tell us what's been going on in the last 2-3 minutes of your life.
Yeah, I was actually set up outside with the nice weather, but the internet really sucked out there, so had to run back in, remove the dream catcher behind.
Drink? You're having a drink? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. We're super excited to have you, and I think we've brought you on the show for so many different reasons. It's never just a chat. You've always got something going on, and our loyal viewers and listeners will remember this. Mike, I'm pretty sure you don't know this. But Arsenic, a couple things we need to bring up with Arsenic before he gets into his new project, which is extremely cool. We know it's going to sell out in seconds, Arsenic, whether you think it will or not. It's going to be a massive drop. We'll talk about that in just a second. But there's two things we need to bring up with you, Arsenic. I've been dying to do this, okay? The first one was that anyone who's followed the First Mint knows that Arsenic's got 2 big Top Shot accounts, okay? One of them's got a gazillion Cody Zellers in it. He's trying to collect every Cody Zeller possible. He's made all sorts of deals with collectors to give him Cody Zellers. He gives even nicer things back. He just wants to own all the Cody Zellers from Series 1. Is that correct, Arsenic? Series 1?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So he has an account just for that, and then he's got his account that's worth, at the time when we did our first show with Arsenic, was worth like 1 or 2 million. I know it was way up after that. I don't know what it's at now. Here's the catch. Arsenic had not told his wife any of this, okay? He did not tell his wife that he had millions of dollars sitting in a Top Shot account, and we were going to actually bring her on the show with him one time and maybe have the big reveal. That never happened. Now Arsenic... Oh, he already answered the question. Okay, so hold on a second. So now Arsenic's got a massive NFT drop coming, okay? Still has the $1 million account. And are you telling us, Arsenic, that the wife still has absolutely no idea?
She have no idea about the value of my Top Shot. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. She knows it's worth something, but she have no idea of the total amount. So, it would be fun to get her on the show one day, and either I leave or not.
Arsenic, as someone who is engaged and looking forward to getting married, I know we typically don't give financial advice on shows like this, but is this relationship advice to not disclose?
No. She's to be honest, she's the best. She never asks anything about what the hell I'm buying or not. And
wow.
I remember when I bought my first punk, she was like, "You're crazy, dude." I was spending $5,000 at the time, and she couldn't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just wait until she sees what she has coming, man. You think she's the best wife now? You wait till she sees that account and
Oh yeah,
and
of course. It'll be a lot of fun, I guess.
That's a,
For you guys, at least.
Well, I know, Mike, on your show, you know, your spouses are pretty involved at a lot of times on the stream, right?
Yeah, they have they've done it once. We're saying it's their own show, that it's going to happen a lot, but both Greg's fiance and my fiance, they have a show called Leg Day, and it's called that because Greg's fiance Aubrey was blown away the first time she saw Bull. And,
wow.
And after that was just like, he's my new favorite person. She even saw him live at Summer League, and it was a pretty wild experience. But yeah, they're like legit into it. Kelsey spent, I think, $130 today on the Asia Wilson moment. So yeah, it's just locked in, ready to go.
Meanwhile,
she spent 130. She's up right now.
Oh, did it come back up? It's going back up.
Yeah. I think it was around 180 something when we last checked.
There we go.
And Mike, did she by any chance get others in the family to join? I mean others?
No others have been involved. No, okay. That I am comfortable disclosing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Arsenic, part 2 of the question now is months and months ago when things were blowing up, Top Shot made such a big deal about KYC and you know, the whole compliance department was going to be red flagging people or gifting things and, you know, buying things that weren't supposed to be buying and not verifying their accounts. And they told you that you better get your 2 accounts together or else. Okay, this was months ago. We're talking like February, March. Give us an update on your accounts. And again, I wouldn't be afraid to say it even if you still have them, because it doesn't look like anything's really being done. But Arsenic, if you're able to tell us, do you still have both your accounts intact right now?
No, they have been merged, actually.
Whoa!
In one account now. Yeah. It's been a couple of weeks already. I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Good answer.
Okay.
Good answer.
I didn't. Yeah, it is a good answer. We actually joked that the whole WNBA thing and this new collector special moment was kind of a big trap to catch all the bad actors that Jacob likes to call them that are out there. So, all right. Well, hey, that's interesting because we haven't had that update in a long time from you, Arsenic. And last time you came on, it was so wild that we didn't have a chance to even discuss it. So thank you for keeping us to date. But now I'm going to give you the floor because I didn't know about this until a couple days ago, but you've got a massive project that you're dropping soon. And I'm going to give you the floor to give us all the details, including what it's called, when it's dropping, what it is, and what people can expect from your drop.
All right. So, I've been doing generative art a little bit. I've dropped Unigrids before, which were the first generative NFT with music. And now I'm dropping the first fully immersive generative art, which is actually a fully immersive experience where you can actually get into with your Oculus or whatever VR device that you have. It's never been done before. It's a first. So I'm very excited about that. I have a partner working in Z-Blocks with me. Gave us a lot of headaches, to be honest. We have worked very hard on that one. It's exciting. I don't know if you...
Wow. That looks cool. Can we play that video, Quad? Can you play that video?
Yeah.
That was just up there. I'd like to see that. I haven't actually seen it.
I can.
Okay,
Hold on.
that's okay. You know, it's really cool, Arsenic, because again, our really early the first Mint shows, which seems like a couple years ago now, and it's only been like 7 or 8 months or whatever it was. We had people like you on. We had Crypto Babe on, right? Top Shot Babe on, and now look at you guys. Look at Top Shot Babe with her project with the Doge Pound, and all that. She's done so well, and has taken this to a whole other level. She went from selling her own moments to big project, and you're on the verge of doing the same thing. It's really cool. So what are we looking at here, Arsenic? What is all this? Because I know a lot of our viewers are going to be like,
hold on, can you hear this?
No, we can't hear it. That never
the
works.
The beats are generative as well. There won't be to the same. Everything is generative, and the beats are 100% on chain as well. If you have a chance,
that's incredible.
Yeah, if you have a chance, I guess go hear it on Twitter. It's worth it, I think.
Okay, in the most simple way, Arsenic, can you tell? Because I know a lot of our viewers and listeners they get lost in some of these projects. They don't really know what they are. So in the easiest way, pretend you have like a grade 2 class in front of you right now. How would you explain this project to them in the most simple terms? I understood what you said the first time, but I want everybody to understand what this is if they are part of your drop, which is coming up on Saturday, August the, I believe, what, 28th? Is that what it is? Does that say 28? Yeah. What does that say? 28? Okay,
yeah. It's my French.
I was going to say that. I was like, Arsenic, dude, what is this, man? You're throwing me off here.
As usual, I always mess up something.
We love it, man. That's authentic. So keep it that way. So yeah, what would be the best way you would explain this to a brand new group of NFT collectors?
Yeah, I guess the biggest difference between a regular drop like Bored Ape or Punks is that my projects, it's all made up from a code. It's a programmable script that generate all the visual and all the beats. I haven't made anything with my own hands. It's all made up from math, basically, I would say. And yeah, it's generated that way, and people go on Art Blocks and mint it, and when they buy for it, the actual algorithm it's getting technical, but it take the hash of the Ethereum block and it convert it in some variable that decide the aspect of and the visual of the heart. So yeah, it's a bit complicated.
I just asked Arsenic to explain that to a grade 2 class.
I'm sorry, yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna have all the parents calling the teacher asking what the hell's going on in that class.
I'm not a good teacher.
Oh, very, very cool, man. And that's dropping this weekend, right?
It's dropping this weekend, yes, Saturday.
All I know is I was told by a lot of people before we came on the show that if you're interested in getting this, it will sell out almost immediately. Wow. Are you that optimistic, Arsenic? I know you're pretty humble, but sometimes you like to get pretty wild on the show. Do you expect this to go pretty fast?
I don't know, to be honest. There's some days I have no doubt. Some other days I'm not even sure I'll sell out. but actually, most recently, today, we changed a bit the auction prices to be harder a bit, so it doesn't have any gas war. So I don't think it will sell immediately because of the prices. But yeah, eventually I think all pieces will be gone.
I love how Arsenic said that. Meanwhile, all the experts have said it's going to go right away. No chance. Arsenic's a pretty respected member of the community. But on that note, Arsenic, do you own other NFTs outside of Top Shot, like the Bored Apes? Do you have any of those? Because we haven't even gone there yet. We're only talking your Top Shot collection and your wife not knowing about that. Do you own any? Well, actually, you did mention you own a punk. How many punks do you own? How many apes? All that. What's in your collection? Because we said Top Shot was worth $1 million or $2 million, but you add all of those, and the wife will be happier and happier as we keep talking here.
I feel like I'm in the wrong room.
So yeah, actually, I don't own any punk anymore. I unfortunately sold them at 7 Hicks, so should have kept them. I minted 10 ape.
What? Hold on. You minted how many apes?
10.
Okay, and the big question,
so, yeah.
How many are left?
0.
Wow, come on, man. Arsenic, you're sounding like a paper hands kind of guy here. What's going on?
I am paper hand outside of Top Shot. And, yeah, all those projects, to be honest, I will be very honest, I'm flipping those, most of them.
Wow.
The one that I'm holding or some Art Blocks projects have a couple of hard there that I'm holding. What else do I have? Oh, I know. On wax, I know you guys love wax.
We're not. I'll take it easy on wax.
I think I have about, 400 John Soto. Right
Soto,
now.
yeah.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
Oh my God. Okay, so for people who don't know, we already mentioned it, but Arsenic collects all the Cody Zellers. Cody Zeller's aware of Arsenic. They're like best friends now. How many Cody Zellers are you at, Arsenic? What's in your collection?
I'm at 900 base S1 right now, and I've 16 holo.
Holy shit! 16 hollow, 16
Yeah,
hollow.
working
Cody's.
those.
Wow. Okay. And the Juan Soto's. I don't even know why Arsenic picked Juan Soto of all players. He plays for the Washington Nationals. I don't know why Arsenic you picked him. I don't remember. But Arsenic tried to turn his Top Shot obsession with Cody Zeller to Juan Soto on the MLB Tops platform. And how many did you say you're at right now?
I think I have around 400. I think.
Holy shit. Okay.
But yeah, the hype died down a bit for me over there.
Yeah.
No. It didn't die down. It was murdered. Like it's been in the grave for like 20 years is how MLB Tops is going right now. I'm not even joking. I don't even know how Crypto Slam is still following that site. And I don't even know who these people are. You see like $10,000, $20,000 going through a day. I don't even know who's making those transactions. There's literally nothing to do on there. So it's unfortunate, but I do like your power move. So on that note,
hold on real quick. Arsenic, we're just bringing up your account right here, with all these beautiful Cody Zellers. Did you happen to join the Nine Lives Lounge recently? Because
no, I was already. I had up to it.
Nice.
I was already in. Yeah.
So you've got your infinite objects coming in. You're probably going to get lucky enough to win a signed jersey, probably from Cody Zeller. I would imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a message from Wnba actually to fill out the form, which I have not done yet. I'm probably past the point where I can.
I love that Arsenic.
Let's get Dumbo on stream right now and confront him.
Arsenic, what's your relationship like with Cody Zeller? Again, that's not what I want to talk about tonight, but I think we haven't talked about it since the very first episode. Well, what you did get a chance to meet him, right? And are you guys good buddies? You guys text each other every night, or does he consult you on the NFT side? Because there's a good chance that your valuation, Arsenic, is worth more than what Cody Zeller makes a year. So it would be in his interest to consult you in the NFT space.
Actually, we met a couple of weeks, a couple of months now for a charity event, and we kept in touch for a couple of weeks after. But during, since the beginning of the summer, he got traded and probably had a lot, so we haven't chat much. But at some point he did ask me some advice about Top Shot.
I love it.
I love it, man. Secrets revealed on the First Mint Live. I love that. I mean, he should be looking up to you when it comes to that. So he should be wanting to be your friend. And but I assume it's not sustainable for everybody. These guys are busy, and not all of them actually understand NFTs. They kind of just hear about the hype. They want to buy, and then they're like, I don't really know what I'm doing, so they just give up on it, right? So, so Arsenic, what else can you tell us about your drop? Because that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight. Is there anything for people here who are planning on participating in that drop? I know a lot of the First Mint community is, because they know you well, and you've been such a big part of the First Mint since day one. Is there anything you have to say for people who will be showing up on August the 28th, Saturday, for this drop?
Yeah, I guess my first comment will be, don't hate him. Look at the Dutch. No, for real. Look at the Dutch prices. Pick a price that fits you, and sit there and wait until it's reached or not. I guess it's my best advice. I don't want anyone to ape in too much, put money that they don't want to. If you really like the heart, it's okay to buy a little more. But I hope nobody actually buy the first couple of range. I've put mem price. I mean, the first one is 14.20, 14.20. Next one is 9.60, 60.90, stuff like that. So hopefully no one buy in those mem prices. That's my wish.
And that's an ETH. That's an ETH.
Yeah, that's an ETH. Yeah. Exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, in the honor of your drop, Arsenic, we're going to do another giveaway, and we will let you pick the hashtag. This is for a Kawhi Leonard 40K common. Okay. We're going to let you pick a hashtag that the viewers and listeners can just spam in the chat. And when I mean spam, I mean spam. Don't forget, if you want to win this giveaway, you must be following the First Mint Twitch account. So hit that little button for follow, hit the little notification button. We will check after. We don't want to default your prize. Arsenic, what is the hashtag that our faithful fans are posting right now in the chat?
Let's do beat boxes with an S. Beat boxes.
Beat
like that.
boxes. Okay.
I like that.
I heard beat boxes with an ass, but I guess you said with an S. Okay.
If you
All
want to,
right.
like,
So beat boxes.
Beat box
with an
ass.
So hey, maybe Quad, you can give it away to someone who says one or the other, but beat boxes it is. So hashtag beat boxes. Arsenic, it was amazing seeing you again, man. When LG, or I don't actually, LG didn't even know you were coming on the show tonight. When I talked to him earlier, he's like, "Who the hell's going on the show?" I'm like, "I don't know. I was told it was Arsenic." And then Arsenic, I already told the story, but like around 7 p.m. he comes in, he's like, "What did you say?" You're like, I'm on the show tonight? I'm like, "What do you mean you're on the show tonight? I was told you're on the show tonight. How do you not know that?" But Arsenic, they'll be able to find you on the Plunge Fathers Plungin' show coming up. I think it already started. We'll be rating that at the end of the show. And you'll be on the show. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that's where I'm messing up.
Perfect. So thanks again for coming on the show, Arsenic. We can't wait for your drop. We wish you all the best of luck. You're a great friend of the First Mint family, and we hope it works out for you, man. We'll definitely be watching and supporting. Whether we partake or not, we'll be part of it for sure.
No, thank you guys for having me again. It's very appreciated.
All right, take care, buddy.
Take care, man.
And you can catch Arsenic on the Plungin', which is going on right now. I think he's going on around like 10 o'clock or something. So we'll see him there.
And
All right.
EBOCOZM is
Huge.
going to win this giveaway.
Huge W.
Huge dub.
All right.
Arsenic, we appreciate it. I am hoping that those numbers go down to a price range that I am able to afford. I got my fractionalization of my Unigrid, I think. And so, Arsenic, I think that makes us like business partners because, Arsenic owns a lot of that Unigrid. I own a little sliver of that Unigrid. Maybe I can cut a corner off of it.
I wish you some influencer luck for that.
Oh, influencer luck.
There you
Awesome.
go.
All right, Arsenic. Nice to see you again, man.
Take care, man.
Everyone, bye.
Take
guys.
it easy. Okay, can we just talk about the awkward moment that just happened? I legit ended the Arsenic segment, and Quad is so busy with the damn giveaways that he doesn't boot Arsenic. Arsenic's sitting there. He's already said bye. And then Quad starts up a whole new conversation with him. Arsenic's just sitting there, man. He's like, okay.
Look, I'll be 100% honest, and I'll give complete props to LG, and I tell him this all the time, is that I don't know how he did this before he had somebody in the background running things, because you're trying to talk and be engaged with the guest while also needing to do all the producing things of the podcast, like run the giveaways and get Arsenic off the screen. And so
I can't tell you how many times I've shared an inappropriate comment on the stream because I'm just like moving so fast, and I'm like, oh, look what Maverick has to say. And
Mike,
I'm like, wow, this
my
is wildly
favorite.
offensive.
My favorite, Mike, is when you go on a full rant on mute. You're one of those guys. When I luck into one of those streams, and it does not happen, I think it maybe happened twice total, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty normal watcher, and I've seen it happen, and everybody's like, you're on mute, and you can't see the chat, and you're going off on it, and then 10 minutes later you see it, and you go, you could just see this, like,
I love that.
across the face. It's perfect. It's
I'm not
perfect.
really good at this, guys.
Well, I'll say this. Quad is actually a huge fan of yours, Mike. Like he was propping you up so much before the show. He's like, dude, you gotta watch his videos, man. He's like one of my favorite watches. So Quad is actually fanboying it right now, and he's loving it. So
I appreciate it, guys. We always joke that we're the 15th Mint. Like, you guys actually bring informational stuff to the table. You're like the Woj, the Schefter of this space. Everybody comes here first. And then, like, if you take out all of like the intellectual, the informative stuff, and you get down to the bones of what's left, that's where we come in.
No, man, we've never seen it that way. To us, it's like we've always supported other
totally.
podcasts and shows because it's so important for the community. There has to be room for everybody, and there's always room for different stuff, different personalities. Not everyone wants to see my BS every week. Not everybody wants to see this llama. Not everyone wants to see LG and his weird angles and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, man. You know what I mean?
But I think that attitude that you have right now drives home the point even more that that's you guys up there. And I don't even mean it as like you're looking down on it. I just I think you guys are like the hub. That's where we go. That's where we go first, and we love it.
Yeah, no, appreciate that, man. But like I said, I'm definitely tuning into your show from now on. It's not really my fault. There's so much going on, man. It's hard to keep up with everything. So, but I'm always a fan of people linking me up with new podcasts and projects. I'll always give it a listen. I actually started listening to the first episode, just to give LG a like on his new venture, right? Yeah. So, like, I wasn't gonna listen to it. I'm like, I don't know what this bullshit is. Let me just hit the like button. So, Stone Cold, massive member of the First Mint community. He's been delivering stunners both in the Discord and on Twitter, and we love him for it. So, all right, let's get to the segment I was really excited about, because a lot of people know I've been a huge fan and advocate of the Record Shop project, and I get so many messages for this. I almost need like a customer service, but I'm glad to be a part of it. People ask me all the time, "Are you paid by these guys?" I said, "No, I'm actually not." Okay. Not to say I wouldn't be somewhere down the line, because eventually I see myself working in the NFT world, but I'm not paid by a record shop. I'm just such a big fan of the project, the team running the project, and everybody involved, that I'm talking record shop almost 24/7. It's taken over my life pretty much. Right. And they have not disappointed. So yesterday they had their second drop in 8 days. That was the second big drop. And they had 7,770 packs available, with 3 collectibles inside at $7. And these packs sold out within minutes. But what happened was, and you expect this from a new NFT venture, they oversold packs. So people thought they were still able to buy packs. They thought they were making away like bandits. Like, if I show you the messages when I ask people how many they got, you got people bragging they got 65. And guess what? 3 hours later, when it was revealed that if your order number is under 15,400, you got a pack. But if it's over that, and I had a shitload that were over that, you're not getting a pack. They oversold by accident. It happens. All right. Yeah. No big deal. So these people bragging about 60, 70 packs, they ended up with like 2 or 3. I couldn't stop laughing, man. I'm like, they were like, yo, I'm rich. Because I don't know if you saw, Mike, but the first drop, the packs were selling for $9. And they've consistently had a low ask of around $280, $260, wow. $280 US. And these are $9 packs. And they contain everything. I'm not getting into all of this, okay? If you don't know what Record Shop is, come in their Discord and we'll get into the entire project. But I will say this. It is not just music. Like, you have access to exclusive tracks from artists. You can play DJ sets on some of your collectibles that other people can't play. You can download them. And then there's artifacts and all sorts of stuff in there, okay? And we've always been told their CEO and founder is more active than anyone in the entire NFT planet. Okay. He's in the Discord 24/7. He's on Twitter 24/7. He comes on all the Twitter spaces we do. He's come on this show and he always answers people. He always says he's burned out and he's taking a vacation. And guess what? Obi's always back in the Discord like 2 minutes later.
Amazing.
So before we get into what I want to get into, Quad, how many packs that you come away with yesterday? Because you're usually one of the big experts. You're a sniper. You're one of the guys that I think probably got more than 10 packs when everyone else got like 1 or 2.
So yeah, I thought I got 44 because I just, so, you know, and I am, like I tell people all the time, I have no problem telling people, like, the key to the Record Shop drop is to do Shopify Pay or Google Pay, one of these two right here, because then you just look at it's one step checkout, right? And so I was literally bing, checkout, bing, checkout, bing, checkout. So I ended up with 16 packs actually. I paid for 44.
Dude, what?
But look, dude, man. I've ripped a lot of them, and yes,
and it was worth it, right?
I ripped a ton.
Okay, and wow. Mike, I know you're probably not familiar with this platform, but this is the way it's been put. It started with Napster, it moved to Spotify, which is what everybody has now, and then Record Shop is next. This is the future of actual music. Okay,
yeah.
This is only independent EDM artists they're using right now. It could move to other platforms. It's all over the place. But on top of the music that they have on there, and my hair's getting out of control. I know lots of comments about my hair. My hair's like this on purpose, man. I wear hats. I've got it in a bun, whatever. I'm usually bald, but I'm going to let it free flow for the rest of the night. We've always been told by Obi Fernandez, CEO and founder, that the artifacts will come into play. I actually had him on Spaces yesterday, and he told everybody, he even warned flippers that flippers will be sorry. People took that as, oh, we're coming after you, pack flippers, and we're going to find you and KYC you and all that. No. He meant that even though you're selling some of your stuff for $1,000 or whatever, you'll regret selling it for $1,000 a couple months down the line, whatever time.
So like you're saying, if you completed the Cool Cat set and then sold it a month ago.
Yes, that's actually really good. But we're talking times 15 maybe in what this sounds like. So some of these artifacts, and I believe 7 of the 9 are out, are all, we don't know anything. So don't ask me questions because we don't know what they're for. But they've all got like kind of crazy clues on them. And I don't want to get deep into this. And I know a lot of the Discord members are going to be mad at me. But if you can pull one of these up. So these are going for how much, Quad, regularly? I see hundreds of dollars for each one.
The artifacts go anywhere from 50 to like 150 depending on what they are.
Okay.
You know, these are all the newest ones, the guest list, the lighter, the clicker, and the
these
cash
all came
machine.
from a $9 pack?
Or $7
These
pack.
came from a $9 or a $7 pack. Now, I just realized this.
Wow.
If you look at this, though, it says you have obtained a
Right.
record shop artifact, the guest list. Do not sell this card.
That's right. Oh, yeah. No. These are the ones that Obi Fernandez warned us. You better hold on to these. Trust me. Because there are rumors of in real life utility. And I asked Obi yesterday because Obi says he throws the wildest parties ever. I said, Obi, are we ever going to find out how hard you party in real life? And you know what he said to me? He said, oh, fuck yeah. That's what he said. Okay.
Wow.
So just to give you a little glimpse of where this is going. So pull those up again. Here's what I want to tell you. So when these came out yesterday, Mike, people have been trying to play detective from day one when Obi said these would be worth. He even showed that lighter one as being one of the more special ones. But people have been trying to play detective. Here's what people found. So pull up the guest list for a second. The guest list is a big one. It sounds like if you've got the guest list one, you're going to the party. That's what it says. Okay.
Wow.
And there's and there's only 972 of them. This is number 903.
It's a decent sized party.
Here's a little tidbit I'm going to release, and I won't release more than this because all the private detectives are coming to me with the info. I've told them I won't share too much, but I'll release some little nuggets. If you zoom in at the very top of that list, on the top left side, you've got Obi Fernandez's name on the guest list, okay? There's rumors as to what the other names are and if they mean anything, but there's other names on that list too. And if you want to play detective, you can use all the tools to zoom in and see who else is on there. I've heard the wildest things. A lot of them are not true. Like Armin van Buren's on there. Like, I'm like, come on, dude, get out of here. Like, no way. We're not going in that direction. If that's the case, then we're all going to lose our minds.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's the guest list one. Now, here's where our little segment. What, did you have something to ask?
Well, I just want to say, like, Kelsey and I have been joking that we want to NFT like wedding invitations, and if members of the community want to spend money on it, then we'll get you to the weddings. This is we're gonna rip this idea off. It's gonna be called like wed shop.
Hold on, is this a plug here, Mike? What's going on, man?
yeah, this is welcome to the plug.
He's been waiting all night, and he's afraid we're gonna end the show, so he's got to drop that bomb.
I'm just kidding. I am just kidding.
Okay, all right, okay. So yeah, Obi's going nuts. I wish we had him on the show tonight, but Obi needs his own show one night, and we'll maybe do that sometime soon. So the moments are out there. These artifacts. There's rumors that they're all going to link up and give you access to something else. Another little tidbit is. So what happened with those packs, Mike, is that the packs, everyone who purchased a pack after number 15,400 in the order number, they're getting their refunds. The refunds are rolling through in the next couple of days. They've already started apparently. And on top of that, Obi will be handing out a special pack called the We Fucked Up pack. Literally, that's what it's called. He will be handing that out to all the collectors who had a failed transaction after that number where they didn't get a pack. Even if you got packs earlier, if you had one transaction go through after, you're getting a pack. And if it bounced, right? So
love that. I love like quick resolutions to stuff like that, where it's just like, hey, my bad, we got you. And
that's where Obi's the best, to be completely honest.
It's true.
Like
absolutely
saying like, hey, like, look, this is brand new. Like, we understand there's going to be mistakes that happen.
Yeah.
But we're going to take care of this, right? Like, communication's everything, and I think that's where him being in the Discord every day just speaks volumes.
Yeah, and not to go back to Top Shot, but when they had that LaMelo situation with the MGLE challenge, and they were just like, oh, fuck, here's $2,000. I was like, awesome, it's gone now. We don't have to talk about it. It's like done in an hour. That's how you handle that.
Yeah, and you know what? The real interesting thing, and a lot of people here are not in the Discord, you should be, is that 3 or 4 members that a week ago were just regular members in the Discord have now been hired by the company. I'm not even joking. Yes, in different roles. And they qualify. They're not just being hired, hey, you're cool in the Discord, you're coming to work for us. They actually qualify for the jobs. And Obi went after them, said, listen, we're looking for people to work for us, people who understand the NFT world, people who've been in the NFT community. And, they made the decision that they would be great to work for the company. Because the first drop, they expected to sell only 500 packs, and they didn't even know if they would sell out. It was kind of like a test. Yeah. They ended up selling 5,555, and they had to cut it off. So, it blew up real fast.
That's awesome.
And we could spend all night showing you what's in these packs and what they do and how great the music is. It's unbelievable, man. People are taking it to the gym. People are taking it in their cars, jamming to the beats. All the artists are in the Discord. All the artists are hanging out with people who own their collectibles. But hold on. We're talking artifacts tonight, nothing else. So now, Quad, pull up. All right, so there's clues on these. Pull up the little ticker, which you would assume a bouncer's holding in his hand because there is a bouncer artifact as well. Okay, so this ticker, we probably won't be able to see it well unless you can get a good close-up. No, we can't see it? You have to own it?
There it is.
Okay, so what's the number on there, Quad? Is it
777, and then it's between 7 and 8.
What a tease, man, because they oversold the 7,777 packs yesterday, and this artifact is heading to the 8, which is the oversold amount. So whatever party's happening, maybe that's how many people they're letting in. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. What does it say? Wow. What's the description of this artifact, Quad? Because Obi did tell us, Mike, you collect these artifacts. Trust me, you'll be on another planet real soon.
The description is just, what's the count now?
Right. Okay. Another clue. All right. Let's get out of this one. Let's go somewhere else. We're revealing too much here, man. We're doing people's work. Okay. Here's the big one. And this is where tonight's fun segment comes in. Here's an ATM machine. These are all things you find at a nightclub. Okay. The ATM machine, I didn't even notice this. All right. It's got graffiti on it, and it's actually got a phone number. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
So our detectives, of course, we're all over this, and people started calling the number. All right. And, whatever. People got voicemail. And Obi, you know what? Obi's probably sitting there watching this like, these guys are crazy. None of this is true. It's all BS. They're all nutcases. But as the night went on, I started getting messages. Hey, the real Phil D, guess what? Somebody answered the phone line. And I had one collector tell me that a lady answered the phone line, said, you're the first person to call for this. Okay. And then she said, give me your Discord name. What's the number? Can we zoom in on it, Quad? Do you have it? There was a screenshot. If you want to go in our Discord, I think it's in there. I posted it.
I feel like I'm in some crime drama.
It is 231.
Okay, hold on. Don't read it out yet because we're gonna have everybody in here calling it. I want to call it before anyone else can. Okay. So people call this number. A lady answered and asked their Discord name, and when they gave the Discord name, she thanked them and hung up. Okay. Others, she only asked their full name. So I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. So when people heard these stories, they kept getting the voicemail. They kept leaving messages. Someone said he left 33 messages. Someone started texting, spamming that number. That number's actually located in Ellsworth, Michigan. And there's a member of our TFM Discord that has like parents that live there. We're like, what? Okay.
There's only like 260 people there. So they're like, I think we can track them down.
Yeah. So, all right. So we don't know, but there's something on the other end of that line. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to call that number and we're going to see what happens. All right. But here's something else I found, Quad, is that, and this is another one of our collectors from the record shop that discovered this. One of the other artifacts is two people shaking hands with money, like you do when you slide money to a bouncer. Yeah. And on the person's watch, it says 10:22 p.m. on it. Okay. And there's all these stars. It doesn't say PM. Sorry, it says 10:22. And there's all these stars in the background like it's nighttime. So that means PM. Well, the people who got through to that lady, it was around 10:30 p.m. Eastern last night that they got through. So I'm just saying, I don't know if there's a relation. That could be really diving into some crazy rabbit hole. Who knows? Like I said, Obi's probably like, what the hell are these guys saying, right?
Is Ellsworth, Michigan Eastern Standard Time?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right.
Yes. So that watch says 10:22 p.m. So let's find out. Let's make a little. I got a voicemail last night. My wife thought. So this is the funniest part. A lot of people in the record shop Discord, when this was going down at 1 or 2 a.m., people were like not going to bed. They were freaking out. They need to buy more. They want to own all the artifacts. They were hiding from the wives in another room because they were calling a special number at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and they were afraid the wife's going to walk in, and this lady answers, and it shows up on your phone bill,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to answer some questions, right?
It's like that Jake from State Farm commercial.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that because I have American TV here. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to dial that. I'll probably get charged the world for this, but whatever. It's well worth it. Quad, if you want, can you type the number by any chance in the chat? I don't want other people calling it before I dial it, because then we're definitely going to get the voicemail. But I want to speak to this lady.
They've all already called it like 100 times while you
Come on, man. Okay, and what are they saying? Voicemail?
Well, look at Obi dropping some breadcrumbs too.
Buddy,
you guys are crazy,
Obi,
or are you?
Yeah. Oh, no. Obi actually tweeted last night that the Discord is onto something. So, but yeah, we might be really crazy, but these are all theories that people are coming up with. And like I said, Mike, they know how important the artifacts are, man. These are, when they were going, like, people were posting them all day for like 60, 70 bucks. They were getting sniped up like nothing else, because one guy has like 15 guest list invites, all sorts of stuff. So
I need to get in on this.
It's pretty cool, man.
But I need to get in,
because we don't even know about the gamification yet. That's coming, and that'll be the most exciting part, because that is actually their mission. And what people don't know is that the artists that are on the platform get a part of the proceeds from the fees and from the money they get from the drop, all that stuff. It's super cool, really fun to be in. And all right, so let me see. Did you post the number, Quad? I want to call it right now. You might as well say it out loud. Give me that number, man. I can't see it from here.
I had it. Hold on.
I want to speak to this lady, and if she's watching right now, she needs to answer the phone. We're going to ask her some questions. Maybe Obi lives there. I don't know. Something's going on here. Don't make us go to Michigan.
It's 231.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 231
588 3368.
Oh, man. I can only imagine the charges. All right. So let me put this on speaker. Here we go.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message, and your call will be returned as soon as possible.
It's not 1022.
Okay. So the theory that you can only call at the time. Do you have that artifact that shows the watch? Because people think I'm crazy, but someone sent that to me. I don't know if you can look it up. It's a handshake with money inside. No. All right.
I do not have. Okay. I do not own that one.
So the bottom line is that there's something really big being built. I know it's easy to say. I had a conversation with LG today, and he kind of said, when you go crazy about something, it usually pans out. I went crazy about the apes when they first came out. He kept telling me, nah, man, people forget about them by Friday. Because I kept saying, man, everybody's got an ape. Like, how come all our friends on Twitter and everywhere else have a profile picture of an ape? Should we be getting it? I was brand new to NFTs. I knew nothing. And he's apologized about 5 million times to me since then. But like, I was like, yo, dude, we should buy a bunch of these or something like that. And he's like, nah, man, by Friday, no one's going to be talking about these. I'm like, all right, cool, moving on. But I always tell him, listen, I'm in this for the entertainment purposes. Everything else that happens after that is just gravy for me. Money-wise, I don't care. I'm just here to have a good time. I missed out on a lot of packs yesterday because I was having a Twitter Spaces. And people are like, I'll give you packs. But I'm like, dude, I love doing Twitter Spaces. That's my vibe. Yeah, everything else after that is like, is part of the fun. So I like having a good time. I love when people are having fun. But check out Record Shop, man. Super cool project. We're not just saying that. I get nothing out of saying that. I don't work for them. I just think it's fantastic. Obi is probably one of the best leaders, CEO founders we've ever come across, just because how accessible he is. And even when people say nasty stuff, he has an answer for that. Say, listen, we're working on that, man. Chill. We're working on withdrawals. We're working on using your balance to buy on the marketplace. Right now, you can only use credit cards or crypto, stuff like that. It's coming. Just have patience, man. This thing's not going anywhere. So
yeah, I'll say too, like
really
our
cool
Discord's been super jacked about it too. So there's been a lot of excitement around it, which is cool.
Phil, this is my little nugget I want to leave you with today, because this is what I've been looking into. All of these things have this like club atmosphere, right? And there's supposed to be this game, right?
Yep,
this gamification of everything. Well, this is the card you got from the very first drop. Right?
Well, explain that first, Quad. So if you were part of the first drop, Mike.
If you were part of the first drop, you got this OG
card. Everybody
card.
got it.
Okay.
It says you were here. I was here at launch, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt, right? But if you look at the graphic there, that is Avatar Obi.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's right.
And so is this the first like view of this little 3D metaverse like avatar that we're going to eventually be linking with these moments and like attending a party at Obi's mansion, right? And
dude,
we get in with our our tickets, like or you know, being on the guest list. Like I feel like you could go so far down the rabbit hole.
It's preventing people from sleeping at night. It actually is. I know a lot of people are like, I can't take this anymore, because I could see that being what you see when you first come into that club or that mansion or whatever it is we're going into eventually. And then Obi throwing gasoline on the fire by saying that we'd eventually find out in real life how hard he parties, or in parties in general, is just like mind blowing, right? So
wow,
it's not too late, because another really important part, we have to wrap up the show, and I'll do a really quick giveaway here. What's really important to note here, Mike, is that Obi has said it many times, is the way Top Shot allowed so many first-time NFT users into NFTs, because it was one of the biggest floodgates ever in the NFT world, right? This is where everybody came from. You survey people, 99% came from the Top Shot first NFT. But that didn't necessarily touch the music scene. It touched a lot of the sports scene, and people were interested in that stuff. But the music scene hasn't been touched yet. So I think the way OB sees it, and he'll clarify this next time, he always talks about it, is that this is an easy entry point for first-time NFT buyers that are connected to the music world. Yeah. Because going on OpenSea and having all these gas wars and stuff, dude, I'm still lost with that stuff. When I want something, I'm like, LG, can you get it for me? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, man. I'm confused. You know,
those are the projects that have been speaking to me the most lately too. Are like just easy entryways, like things that I can wrap my head around, because I'm a dummy. Like I like to be able to understand what's happening. You know, so I love that.
So and again, knowing the demand for these, they could have raised the pack count in yesterday's drop to 20-something thousand. They didn't do it. They've consistently said, we're going to make this for the people. And actually, when people complain about something in the Discord, it actually influences their decisions. Like they were planning on, I think, having high mint count for all of these. When people went crazy, they're like, okay, cool. We're not making any more of those. You guys have spoken. That's what you guys want. $7 for the drop yesterday after selling out a $9 drop. Super accessible to everybody.
I love that.
They are for the people, and I think this is something big. So without having to go too crazy about this, because I could go all night, this is a project to check out. It's rcrdshp.com. Check it out. The next drop probably won't be for a while, because we're getting the We Fucked Up packs first for all the people with failed transaction. But yeah, it's an incredible project. And I know you're not into EDM music per se. A lot of us are not. I used to be back in the day. But just throw a few of these tracks on in the car, and you'll be looking up the next like EDM festival, like in Vegas. They've got that big festival coming up. Trust me, you'll be wanting to go to that, and hopefully we can all hang out soon. So great project to check out. And on that note, we'll do one more giveaway. Mike, I'll give you the floor again to pick a hashtag. You can come up with whatever you want, because you've been an awesome co-host, man. It's been such a good time having you on here. We will give away a Jokic 40K common. Mike, what do our viewers and listeners have to hashtag to get their hands on that?
I think it's going to be hashtag Obi the GOAT.
Obi the GOAT.
It.
Wow.
I think that's what it's going to be, because I was sold. That's what I'm going to do when I get off of here.
We didn't even go over like 90% of it.
I know.
It's nuts, man. Like we're not even playing any of the tracks and what some of the other stuff does. There's like fruits, there's islands, there's animals, there's bulls. Like
there's virtual merch that if it turns into real merch,
yes.
I'm gonna have the sickest sweatshirt out there.
I also just love the phrase "virch merch." I think
wow, Obi, you hear that? Virch merch, man.
Yeah.
And he actually teased it today, because we were talking genies, because Amanda Nunes from the UFC is now on Genies. She has her own Genie, and she's going to have a line on Genies or whatever they're doing with that. So when I retweeted that, Obi kind of came in there and he said, well, can you imagine taking your Genie to an RCRD SHP nightclub?
Ooh.
So a lot of rumors going around that we're actually building nightclubs that people will be able to attend in a huge metaverse where we're all owners of a nightclub depending on what we own. And imagine taking your genies there, like, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo or Justin Bieber's going to have a genie, you know, the Shawn Mendes, all that. They've got a shitload of celebrities on board for genies. And I mean a shitload, big names. So the collab options are there. This is still very young, the project. I saw people talking about how they've already flooded the market. Get out of here with that. There's no flooding the market right now. The market is not flooded. This is super exclusive, and you're still early. So check it out. Hashtag Obi the GOAT. I hope that's still going. Quad, do we have a winner for that?
Yep, we do. Crispy Rebel.
Ooh. Crispy Rebel.
He's
got one of those roosters or chickens.
Got a rooster.
Is that Los Polos from Breaking Bad or what?
Oh, is that?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I
It's that
hope so.
or if Arsenic's still here, Saint-Hubert in Quebec
There you
has
go.
a rooster as their logo, and that's like a really good chicken place. All right, we have to wrap the show up. We went over. LG is going to be asking us why the hell we've gone over by this long, but we seem to always do. I just wanted to thank you, Mike. It was such a pleasure meeting you, and I think things went really naturally, man. Where can people find you? Because I know I'm going to be looking after this. I want to hear the podcast. I want to hear the show. I've been sent a bunch of links by Quad to check out, so I'll be checking those out. But when can we – I assume you guys do a live show, or is it recorded?
Yeah. So we do
Okay.
like I aggressively bit off way more than I could chew, and we do a daily show Monday
Holy
through Friday.
shit. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's
wow.
what a pandemic. When you're a comedian in a pandemic, that's what ends up happening. You're like, I'll just do something every day.
Dude.
But we do it. We've been doing. It's called the Afternoon Marketplace. We do it every Monday through Friday at 3:30 Eastern. And then on Wednesday nights we do a night show as well at 8:30. That LG actually came on, so we'll have to get you guys on there soon. But yeah, you can just find it. Like if you search Team Hold, either on Twitter or on YouTube, you can find us there, and that's my handle. You can find us. But guys, seriously, thank you so much for having me come on. I'm not gonna let when LG was like, "Hey, would you mind stepping in?" I, peed, ran around for a little bit, and then was like, "Oh yeah, of course, that's very fun.
Sure.
Not a big deal at all." So I really appreciate you guys having me on and let me hang out, because you guys crush it consistently and are a reason a lot of new people come to the space and people like me stick around. So appreciate it, guys.
Nice. You're hired, Mike.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Thank
next
God.
week.
Thank God.
But yeah, no, you can find Mike. I think it's at what's the Twitter at? Just so our followers can go follow you right now.
Yep, it's at Team Hold NFT.
Okay, awesome.
'Cause
That's
I
awesome.
think Team Hold was taken.
I'll throw it here in the chat real quick.
Yeah, no, that's
Awesome.
great. If
Thank
you
you
guys
so
can go
much.
give that a follow, that's awesome. I know I'll be checking it out. Quad, always love having you on. I told LG earlier, like, do you know if Quad's coming on the show tonight? I'm like, he's a must. People love Quad. Quad is like an underground name because you never see him. You see him in all the Discords. He's part of every single NFT drop. Like this guy, when you're trying to mint one thing, he's already got like 60 minted. Okay, he doesn't mess around. I remember the Z horses he had. Like he was offering to sell stables to people. Like when none of us could even get a horse. And Quad, you know what? What's next? What's tomorrow? What are we minting tomorrow, man? Tell the listeners what they're looking for in the next 24 hours, aside from the Top Shot drop tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know about the next 24 hours, but I know that everybody that has an ape is pumped for Mutant Apes on Saturday.
Wow.
And so it is going to be a hell of a weekend.
Wow. I wish I was part of that club, but that's another story. But Quad, thanks for coming on the show, man. Always a pleasure. Thank you for producing the show by yourself. You found out how hard that is tonight.
It is.
I think it still went well, aside from Arsenic, that really awkward moment. But everything's awkward with Arsenic anyways. It kind of fit in. We'll be back maybe. I don't think we'll be back next week. I'm actually on vacation next week, and I think LG is somehow still on vacation next week, touring the country and seeing all sorts of things. So I'm not sure we'll be back next week. I'll be running a Twitter Spaces tomorrow afternoon where people will be opening record shop packs. I promised it to them when we didn't get to it last night, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. But I think I got word today that LG will be climbing a tree wherever the hell he is in the forest, and he may be calling in to do a club cold brew for the WNBA drop tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Ooh. Grab your cold brews, and we're probably going to do a Twitter Spaces with LG from wherever the hell he is in the province of Ontario sometime tomorrow. And then I'll be doing a Spaces for Record Shop a bit later on in the day, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, thank you so much for listening and watching tonight. We absolutely love everyone who's part of the First Mint, who supports us, and we'll see you guys really soon. Have a good night.